We shall have some practice questions on bivariate discrete random variables. So the question, two fair dice are thrown. Consider a bivariate random variable x comma y. Let x be equal to 0 or 1 according to whether the first die shows even number or odd number. Similarly, y is equal to 0 or 1 according to the second die. Means according to second die shows even number or odd number. So x will be 0 if first die shows even number. X will be equal to 1 if the first die shows odd number. Similarly, y will be 0 if the second die shows even number, and y will be equal to 1 if the second die shows odd number. Question is, find the range Rxy of x comma y. Find the joint probability mass function of the discrete random variable x comma y. So the range space R double suffix xy will be equal to. So possible x values are 0 and 1. Possible y values are 0 and 1. So if the first die shows even number, x will be 0. Second die shows even number, y will be 0. So the possible value will be 0, 0. If the first die shows even number, second die shows odd number, then it will be 0, 1. If the first die shows odd number, second die shows even number, then it will be 1, 0. If the first die shows odd number, second die also shows odd number, then it will be 1, 1. So the range space will be R of x comma y will be equal to 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Then the second part, find the joint probability mass function of x comma y. Joint probability mass function of x comma y, that is p of p double suffix xy of x comma y. This we need to calculate. So remember that first of all x and y are independent, because in the second die it may show even number or it may show odd number, and it doesn't depend on the outcome of the first die, tossing of the first die. Or the first die, it may show even number or odd number, and it will not depend on the outcome of tossing of the second die. Whether second die shows even number or odd number, it doesn't matter. First die will show even number, it can show odd number. So these two outcomes are independent. One will not depend on the other. So these two variables, discrete random variables x and y are independent. So the probability mass function pxy of x comma y will be equal to the marginal probability mass function px of x into marginal probability mass function py of y. So to get the probability mass function, we will calculate the probability of x, probability of y. So probability of x taking value 0, out of 6 outcomes, a die is tossed means there are 6 outcomes, 3 are even numbers, 3 are odd numbers. So x is equal to 0 means outcome is even. So out of 6 outcomes, there are 3 even numbers. The probability that outcome will be an even number is 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of x being equal to 1 means the chance that outcome will be an odd number. When the first die is thrown, there are 6 possible outcomes, out of which 3 are odd number. So the probability of getting an odd number when the die is tossed is 3 by 6, 1 by 2. P of 1 is also equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, for the second die, P of y equal to 0 and P of y equal to 1, both are equal to 1 by 2. So if we go for the probability mass function Pxy of xi comma yj, which is the same as probability of x being equal to xi and y being equal to yj, or in other words, the probability mass function Pxy of I comma j will be probability that x will be equal to I and y will be equal to j. Since x and y are independent, we can write it as a p of probability of x being equal to I and probability of y being equal to j. And the probability that x will be equal to I, 0 or 1, is 1 by 2. Similarly, probability that y being equal to j, which are 0 or 1, is again 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, which will be equal to 1 by 4, means the probability mass function Pxy of x comma y for any x value comma y value, it will be always equal to 1 by 4. Probability mass function Pxy when x is 0, y is 0, it will be 1 by 4. When x is 0, y is 1, Pxy of 0 comma 1 will be 1 by 4. When x is 1 and y is 0, Pxy of 1 comma 0 will be 1 by 4. Similarly, when x is 1 and y is 1, when x is 1 and y is 1, Pxy of 1 comma 1 is again 1 by 4. So for all x comma y values, the probability mass function Pxy of x comma y is 1 by 4. Now the second question. Consider an experiment. Consider an experiment of drawing randomly 3 balls from an urn containing 2 red, 3 white and 4 blue balls. Let x comma y be a bivariate random variable where x and y denote respectively the number of red and white ball chosen. So there are 3 types of ball: 2 red balls, 3 white balls, 4 blue balls. 2 red, 3 white and 4 blue balls, altogether 9 balls. Out of 9 balls, 2 are red, 3 are white and 4 are blue balls. X denote the number of red balls and y denote the number of white balls chosen. Find the range of x comma y. Find the probability mass function of x comma y. Find the marginal probability mass function of x and y. Are x and y independent? And the last part is find the cumulative distribution function capital letter fxy of 2 comma 1. We'll answer this one by one. First of all, the range of x comma y. So altogether 3 balls are to be taken from that urn. Consider an experiment of drawing randomly 3 balls from an urn. There are 9 balls. 3 balls are to be chosen. While choosing that 3 balls, x denote the number of red balls and y denote the number of white balls. So you have to consider the range of x comma y. Since the balls are chosen randomly, while choosing the 3 balls, all the 3 balls may be out of that 4 blue balls. While choosing it randomly, all the 3 balls may come from that 4 blue balls, which means no red balls, no white balls. Number of red balls and number of white balls chosen are 0 and 0. Or it may be 0 red balls, 1 white ball and remaining 2 blue balls out of 4 balls. So 3 balls chosen, it may come like 0 red ball, 1 white ball and 2 blue balls, which will be altogether 3 balls. So x will be 0, y will be 1. Or x can be 0 with x equal to 0, number of red balls 0. 3 balls chosen. Out of that 3 balls, 2 balls may be from the 3 white balls and 1 may be from the blue balls. So y is equal to 2, x 0. Or x is equal to 0, no red balls taken. While choosing the 3 balls, all the 3 balls may come from the 3 white balls. Y is equal to 3. So 0, 3. With x is equal to 1. With 1 red ball, no blue ball, no white balls. Remaining 2 balls may be come from the 4 blue balls. So 1, 0. Or the other possibility is 1 red ball, x is 1. It may be 1 white ball and 1 blue ball. So number of white ball will be 1. So 1, 1. Then 1 red ball. From remaining 2 balls may come from the 3 white balls. So it can be 1, 2. With x is equal to 2. If 2 red balls are chosen, remaining 1 ball may be from the 4 blue balls, no white balls. So 2, 0. With the 2 red balls, 1 ball may come from that 3 white balls. So 2, 1. 2, 2 not possible because we choose only 3 balls. We can't have 2 red balls and 2 white balls. 2, 2 not possible. Similarly 2, 3 not possible. 3, we can't have x as 3 because there are only 2 red balls. X denote the number of red balls. So x cannot be equal to 3. So these are the possible options. So the range of x, y is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Then the second part. Find the joint probability mass function of x, y. Now we can show this joint probability mass function. The probabilities pxy of x, y for different x and y values in the form of the table. So the possible x values are 0 and 1. Number of red balls chosen can be 0, 1 or 2 since there are only 2 red balls. Since there are 3 white balls, number of white balls chosen can be 0, 1, 2 or 3. So you have to write that columns x column 0, 1, 2, y row 0, 1, 2, 3. Last row will keep it for sum, last column will keep it for sum. So now when x is 0, y is 0. That means probability of choosing 0 red ball, 0 white ball. That means 3 balls are chosen from that 4 blue balls. The 3 balls chosen have come from the 4 blue balls. So what is the probability or the chance? Totally there are 9 balls. From the 9 balls we can select 3 in 9C 3 ways. Out of this many selection, how many selections are like 3 balls chosen from 4 blue balls? From 4 blue balls, 3 can be chosen in 4C 3 ways. Therefore, the probability of choosing 3 balls from the 4 blue balls, in other words, probability of choosing 0 red ball, 0 white ball is 4C3 by 9C3, which is 4 by 84. When x is 0, y is 1. Which means 0 red ball, one white ball. Remaining 2 are from blue balls. So here the selection is like 2 balls from the 4 blue balls, 1 white ball from the 3 white balls. So total number of selection is again 9C3. Out of that many selection, the favorable selection means selecting 1 white ball and 2 blue balls. Selecting 1 white ball from 3 white balls is 3C1. Number of selections of 2 blue balls from the 4 blue balls, 4C2. So the number of ways in which 1 white ball and 2 blue balls can be chosen is 3C1 into 4C2, which will be 18 by 84. Similarly, x0 and y2. x0, y2. Selecting 0 red ball and 2 white balls. Altogether 3 balls. So 2 white balls means 1 remaining ball will be from 4 blue balls. So total number of selection is again 9C3. Out of 9C3 selections, number of selections where we select 2 white balls and 1 blue ball. 2 white balls can be chosen from 3 white balls in 3C2 ways, and 1 blue ball from 4 can be selected in 4C1 ways. So the number of ways of selecting 2 white balls and 1 blue ball is 3C2 into 4C1. So the probability of or the chance of selecting 0 red ball and 2 white ball is 3C2 into 4C1 divided by 9C3 or 12 by 84. Similarly, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3. x0 means number of red balls chosen is 0. y3 means all the 3 balls are chosen from that white balls. So probability or chance of selecting 3 white balls. Total number of selection is again 9C3. Out of that many selections, the number of ways in which 3 white balls can be chosen. There are only 3 white balls and all the 3 are chosen means the number of ways of selecting 3 white balls is 3C3. So the probability or the chance of selecting 3 white balls and 0 red ball is 3C3 by 9C3, which is 1 by 84. So in the same way, if we take different remaining x values 1 by 1, along with each x value you can take the y values 1 by 1 and you can calculate the corresponding probabilities. We get all these entries. So this table will give that probability mass function for a discrete random variable x and y. Even the marginal probability density function can be calculated from the table itself. What you need to do is, for x is equal to 0, along that row add all these probabilities. That will give the marginal probability mass function px of 0. Along the row headed by 1, in that row add all these probabilities, which will give the marginal probability mass function px of 1. Along the row headed by 2, add the probabilities, which will give the marginal probability mass function of x, px of 2. Similarly, along the column headed by 0, add all that probabilities, which will give the probability mass function, marginal probability mass function of y, py of 0. For y equal to 1, py of 1. For y equal to 2, py of 2. For y equal to 3, py of 3. You have the marginal probability mass function of x and marginal probability mass function of y. So we have calculated B and C. Are X and Y independent? From the table itself we can make out are X and Y are independent. In the table if we see for X is equal to 0, Y equal to 0. For X is equal to 0 and Y equal to 0, the probability mass function Pxy of 0, 0 is 4 by 84. Now you go for marginal probability mass function. Px of 0 is 35 by 84 and Py of 0 is 20 by 84. If you multiply Px of 0 and Py of 0, you get that product as 700 divided by 84 square. The probability mass function Pxy of 0, 0 is 4 by 84, but the product Px of 0 and Py of 0, the product will be equal to 700 by 84 square. And you can see these two are not equal. Therefore, X and Y are not independent. Then the last part. Find the cumulative distribution, joint cumulative distribution function capital letter Fxy of 2, 1. That means it is the probability, the joint probability mass function that X will be less than or equal to 2 and Y will be less than or equal to 1. X less than or equal to 2 means you need to consider X as 0 and 1. You need to consider X as 0 and 1. Y less than or equal to 1 means you need to consider Y as 0 and 1. So the probability that X will be 0, Y will be 0, 4 by 84. X will be 0, Y will be 1, then X will be 1, Y will be 0. Probability that X will be 1, Y will be 1. Probability that X will be 2, Y will be 0. Probability that X will be 2, Y will be 1. Add it, that sum will be 65 by 84. Consider an experiment of tossing 2 coins 3 times. Coin A is fair, but coin B is not fair, where the probability of head will be 1 by 4, probability of tail is 3 by 4. Coin is a fair coin means chance of or the probability of getting head and tail are equal probabilities, equal to half. Both has got equal chance of occurrence. So B is not a fair coin. Chance of getting head is 1 by 4 and chance of getting tail is 3 by 4. Consider a bivariate random variable x, y, where x denotes the number of heads resulting from coin A and Y denotes the number of heads resulting from the coin B. So consider an experiment of tossing a coin 3 times. Two coins are tossed 3 times. Coin A and B tossed 3 times. A is fair, so probability of getting head is half, probability of getting tail is half. Coin B is not fair, so the probability of getting head is 1 by 4, probability of getting tail is 3 by 4. So now X denotes the number of heads resulting from coin A when A is tossed 3 times. Y denotes the number of heads getting from B when B is tossed 3 times. Question is, find the range of X, Y. Find the joint probability mass function of X, Y. Find P of X is equal to Y, P of X greater than Y and P of X plus Y less than or equal to 4. So range of X, Y, R double suffix XY. set of all those x comma y values where x is 0, 1, 2, 3. Number of heads. When A is tossed 3 times, you may not get head at all. Number of heads will be 0. You may get head only once. Number of heads will be 1. You may get heads twice when coin is tossed 3 times. X will be 2. All the 3 tosses you may get head. So number of heads will be 3. Similarly, Y will be tossing a coin B. All the 3 times it may be tail. Number of heads 0. You may get head once, tail twice. So number of heads is 1. Similarly, head twice or head thrice. So Y will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So range space will be set of all those x comma y values where x is 0, 1, 2, 3, y is 0, 1, 2, 3. In a detailed form, you can write it as like with x is equal to 0, y 0, x0, y1, x0, y2, x0, y3. Similarly, with x is equal to 1, y0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. With x is equal to 2, y0, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Similarly, 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. So this will be the range space. Probability mass function as it is asked in the second part. Pxy of x comma y, which will be same as probability of x being equal to x, y being equal to y. Since the outcomes of A and B are independent, outcome of B has nothing to do with the outcome of A, or outcome of A doesn't depend on the outcome of B. So they are independent. So I can write that probability as a P of x is equal to x into P of y is equal to y, since x and y are independent. Or same as the marginal probability mass function Px of x into marginal probability mass function of y, Py of y. And Px of x or Py of y can be calculated by using binomial distribution. X denotes the number of heads in 3 tosses. So probability of getting x number of heads will be ncx p power x q power n minus x, where p means for A, probability of getting head is half. P is half. Q is 1 minus p. 1 minus half means it is half. So 3cx into half power x into half power 3 minus x. Half power x and half power 3 minus x will be half power 3. Base same, powers can be added. Half power 3 is 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 into 3cx. This is Px of x. Probability that x will be taking value x. For coin B, Py of y is equal to probability of getting y number of heads. Ncy p power y q power n minus y. N is number of tosses. B is tossed 3 times. So n is 3. P means the probability of head. Since y denotes the number of heads, p means the probability of getting a head, which is 1 by 4. Q is 3 by 4. So 3cy into 1 by 4 power y into 3 by 4 power 3 minus y. So this is Py of y. So that Pxy of x comma y will be equal to Px of x into Py of y. So multiply 1 by 8 into 3cx plus 3cy into 1 by 4 power y into 3 by 4 power 3 minus y. So this will be the probability mass function. We have calculated it in general. We have not given it in each and every probabilities like the previous question. Then question number C. Probability that x will be equal to y. So where x and y must be equal. So it will be 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Among x and y values, you need to consider x is equal to y. So with x0, y0, or x1, y1, or x2 y2, x3 y3. All these probabilities are to be considered. So it will be the sum of the probability mass function pxy of 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Use this expression for pxy of x, y. In that you put x as 0 and y as 0, you get the first one. You put x as 1, y as 1, you get the second. For x is equal to 2 and y 2, you get the third. For x is equal to 3 and y equal to 3, you get the fourth. Add all the 4, you get the probability. Probability that x will be greater than y. So x value should be greater than y value. 0, 0 not possible, 1, 0. 1, 1 not possible, 2, 0, 2, 1. 2, 2 not possible, 2, 3 not possible. 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2. All these are possible values where x will be greater than y. So consider the probability mass function pxy of these values. Use the expression pxy of x, y, put that corresponding x and y values, calculate each of the probabilities, then the sum. 306 by 512. Last one. Probability that sum x plus y will be less than or equal to 4. Among these x and y values, you need to consider those x and y values where the sum will be less than or equal to 4. 0, 0 not possible, 0, 3 not possible, 1, 3. So p of xy less than or equal to 4, or you can write it as 1 minus p of not this, means x plus y should be greater than 4. 1 minus p of x plus y greater than 4. 1 minus. Consider those x and y values where the sum will be greater than 4. 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 3 not possible. Similarly, 0, 0 up to 0, 3 not possible. 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2 not possible. 2, 3 greater than 4. Sum will be greater than 4. Similarly, 3, 2, 3, 3. So get these three probabilities. Pxy of 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3 from the expression Pxy of x, y by putting the corresponding x and y values. 1 minus that sum will give the required answer, 499 by 512. One thing you need to remember is all these probabilities must be less than or equal to 1. So in the calculation, nowhere you should get probability values as greater than 1.